Hi Rockers, Joe here. Today I am going to be making chicken cordon bleu. Chicken cordon bleu is a chicken breast that's stuffed with ham and cheese. I'll be using Havarti cheese. Traditional cheese that they use is Swiss cheese, but it can be hard to find here in Madrid. Otherwise, the recipe is pretty basic and easy. You could fry it or you can bake it. Or in this case, I'm going to fry it and then bake it. I hope you enjoy following along and watching. Thanks, Rockers. This recipe will serve 2 to 3 people. I'm going to start with my chicken breast. I had the butcher fillet them like this for me. Now I just put a little plastic wrap over them and I'm smashing them down. You can use a meat tenderizer or I'm just using a skillet. And it'll spread them out and thin them out a little bit more. Now place your ham and your cheese. I'm using Havarti cheese because in Spain I have a hard time finding Swiss cheese. So I'm just using Havarti, which will work as well. So it goes ham, cheese, and then just roll it up. What we'll do next is we'll get some plastic wrap and we'll wrap these in plastic wrap as tight as you can get them, and then we'll refrigerate for at least 30 minutes. That way they'll hold their shape. Once 30 minutes has elapsed, we're going to break one egg and we'll mix that egg well. And then we have 1 cup of flour and 1 cup of breadcrumbs. So I'm going to unwrap the first chicken breast. I'm seasoning it with a little bit of pepper and salt. And then the first step is to go into the flour. So we're just going to do a quick coat of flour and then dip in the egg, and then next the breadcrumbs. And there you have it. We'll just set that aside gently and then finish the next one. In the meantime, we get our skillet ready and some hot oil. You do have some different options with this recipe. You definitely can bake this as well. What I did is I baked, or actually I fried first. So I fried for about 5 minutes per side until it was nice and golden brown. And then I baked for another about 20 minutes just to make sure it was cooked through. At this point the oil is really warm. I added just a little bit of breadcrumbs to see how hot it was, and they moved really well. So I added my chicken and we'll just let cook about 5 minutes per side. And like I said, if you don't like frying, which some people don't, it's a little tricky and it's a lot of oil, you can definitely bake these. I would lay some parchment paper down and bake for about 40 minutes or so. You can see I have a nice golden brown chicken breast there. Now that both sides are browned, I'm just going to remove them, and like I said, I put them in the oven for 20 minutes and they came out perfect. At this point, I'm going to make the sauce that we'll serve. It's a creamy Dijon sauce. I'm adding 1 clove of chopped garlic and butter, and we'll just let that garlic get nice and toasty with the butter. Adding around 1 cup of milk to this. At this point I turned down my heat a little bit and I added about a tablespoon of flour. That's going to thicken this sauce. Mix that together about a quarter cup of Parmesan cheese, freshly grated, and 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. A little pepper and salt to taste. And we'll mix and whisk this. Now that that's done, I'll just set that aside and cook my asparagus really quick, and then I'll serve it all together. Now I'll just saute the asparagus really quickly in a little bit of olive oil, no seasoning, and then just serve it on the side. And that's it. There goes the chicken with the sauce over top. I served my asparagus on the side. This is a wonderful dish and a crowd pleaser. I hope you enjoyed watching. Thanks, rockers.